Hey everybody, Nikki D from 5 Dog Farm, starting the expansion of the guinea hen coop. That's going to come out to right around here, and then the back that's there is going to go that way, and eventually it'll be 3 times as big. Right now we're just doubling it because we've had a jump in guinea hen numbers. So the guys are out here getting it started today, and I am going to document the whole thing so you can see how it's going. I believe a tarp on a roof is American Indian for tornado-style winds and rain. Pretty sure. We woke up this morning, again, this much to go, to the tarp being off, held on by a couple of fender washers and screws that we had on there. You can hear it's some strong wind. So Mr. Bluejeans and I are out here. He's on the back right now. He can't use my help. Wrapping the tarp around the board and then using screws and fender washers to hold the boards down just temporarily. If there wasn't wind, we were picking up the last of our tin today, which we're still doing, and we were going to start tinning the roof, but with this wind, I've been caught one time with tin sheets flying, never again. So I am extra cautious around galvanized aluminum and sheets of tin and things like that. No thank you. We keep them strapped down as it is. We use the ratchet straps that you use for holding a load in a truck. So, yay! This was our morning so far. I guess it could have been worse. At least the tarp's still here. Those trash cans knocked over again. I got a broken handle on one now because of it. You know, this will pass. We will laugh. Here comes rain. I see laughing already. All right, I'm gonna go see if Mr. Bluejeans needs a hand before I blow away. Well, the guys have already got the 2 sides up, and they're starting on the back framing, which is quite amazing. I gotta tell you, on this particular project, I'm just doing some honeydews. I'm doing some cleanup back here, and now I've got these. Well, we had pop-up tarps until the wind hit, and now they're just kind of crinkled mess. So I'm going to undo them and keep some of the posts for who knows what. You know, why get rid of it? Might use them as stakes in the garden, who knows? But it's coming along great. I'm pretty excited, and the guys are doing a great job. So I'm going to go get to my work and get the heck out of their way. So it's dark, but that's okay, because Mr. Bluejeans and I had just enough light to get the side walls on. This is where our tin is gonna go. We picked up our tin yesterday, and it's gonna take a month of Sundays. You know that song, Never Never on a Sunday? Well, for us, it turns out to be always on a Sunday. So next weekend, probably Sunday, we'll start getting the tin on, and then there's designs for the roof. The roof will be slanted so we can catch what? Yeah, right, water. That thing we always need off the front with our IBCs. So I just wanted to show you the bones of what's going on here, literally the bones, and where we'll be attaching our tin to next weekend. Mr. Bluejeans and I have finally figured out the dimensions for the pillars that are going to be the support for the roof that we're going to be building. We've got 3 here coming through, it's going to be a pretty good size. I'm getting stuck in the mud. It's raining. We've got a pretty good size. A pretty good size coop here, so we wanted to have enough roof support that we wouldn't have any kind of fail. The roof is going to be an angular roof heading higher from the back, lower to the front, and then what I was talking about with having the IBCs catching the rainwater for us to kind of be self-sufficient with giving water to the guinea hens and hopefully the garden as well. That would be great. So this is kind of where we're at right now. We got a little slowed down by the mud and dimensions, but that's what we've got at the moment. So we're going to soldier on and continue doing the build. So as you can see, more is being done on the coop expansion. This has been a real learning lesson for us. We've never really built a building, a structure like this that we don't want to have to do any more to in the future. We really want to build it so that it lasts as long as possible. What we've done is added to the back, as I've said. I don't know if you can see it or not, but on top is where we put the roof beams. Our roof is going to go at about a 5% angle to catch the water. The IBCs, we have decided, will be on the other side, closer to the garden. I'd like to try out a drip system. Will I be successful? I don't know, but we're going to find out together. So I thought it'd be smarter to have the IBCs closer to the garden, which is on that side, than over here, and then try to run the garden water via gravity all around. I just wanted to save some space. So we've got the leveling line up at the top. I've got more guineas coming home. It's treat time. We've got our back wall supports going in right now. The guys haven't finished yet. I've made a few cuts, but right now they don't need me, so I'm working the garden, and I'll show you what I'm doing there in another video. So the middle supports are going. We probably have about 4 more days worth of work if the weather holds out for us. We already have all the tin. My job is tin cutting. I love it. I'm telling you, that tool is something. So that's where we're at right now, and then we'll work on the gutter system and the IBC. This will be the real first IBC system we've also set up as a system and not just dumping water into. So I'm really excited about that because that falls on the heels of setting up Gigi's. We had her area level for the cistern. We're researching cisterns right now. There's another video coming. This is where we're at in the process of getting the back roof up, the middle section in, and the rest going. To be continued. So guys, I'm going to talk quick because what you see is sleet, but nothing's stopping us. So what we're doing right now is we've got the top section on. As you can see, we're going to be funneling down and making it thinner as we get to the front of the coop. That slope is for water catchment, which would be great right now because I'm catching it. Where you see the divide between the plywood and the tin, I'll be painting the plywood. I'll be tinning the plywood separately, and then a really nice 2x6 is going to go across there and kind of be the effect of what you see here, but of course going the whole length. That will come off, and the whole thing will be having the 2x6 enclosed where the tin sort of meets. I love how that's going to look. I'm pretty excited about that look. So that's where we're at right now. I'm going to swing around back here. Woo! Weather! You can see the top here where it's nice and level. The guys had their guidelines out. And yes, we're going to be still working. Loving this. The best part is the guineas will be enclosed and not having to deal with the sleet, just as crazy humans. Yay! All right. we had some pretty bad winds last night. We've got a temporary tarp. I'll walk up here. We've got a temporary tarp on the Guinea Coop expansion, and it was hanging over the side, grommeted down. Wind didn't care, tore it right off. We had the side held by all of our trash cans weighing anywhere between 20 to 80 pounds. Flipped those. Justin got them all set back up. I wasn't out here to see that loveliness. Tore the tarp, you can see, tore the tarp off the front. We just needed it to get us through this weekend. 24 by 60 foot tarp. All the grommets are out. We've got one grommet left. We're this close. This close. The kids are good. That's the main thing. Probably a little freaked out by the sounds. Where we zip tied seems to be holding. Also could be just the pattern or direction that the wind came to us in. We did some extra tie downs too. This side's the only side that's any good. So we're gonna see if we can band-aid it today. Mr. Bluejeans is fortunate enough not to be here. That guy. So I just wanted to show you what the morning held for us. Work. Oh, and rain this afternoon. Yay. So there's the coop build. You got to see, we got to enjoy all kinds of weather while we were doing it, but that's the life of a homesteader. Just to recap, what we originally started with were these panels that Mr. Bluejeans and I were gifted by a wonderful friend of ours. The entire coop was just these panels, and we had decided we enjoyed Guinea so much we wanted to have a much larger flock. So we decided to double the size of the coop. But because of the weather in our area, and particularly this spot where we've chosen to build, it gets excessively windy at times. So we wanted some kind of a weather block. So if you follow me, Mr. Bluejeans, what we chose to do was use tin. And so we gave air up front, leaving the original coop, which we felt would be easier. But in retrospect, a new build is always easier than a remodel. What we had to do was keep 40 plus guinea hens plus some chickens in the area that we were remodeling. So every night we had to make sure that they were buttoned down, that the wall was up in the back or whatever we were removing and replacing, and then roof wasn't existent because we had to make the roof, and roof, that's when the winds hit. Remember that scene? So it was quite something. It was a bit of an ordeal. At that time, Mr. Bluejeans wasn't full-time on the farm. So, but we got through it, and that was good. So we did the tin back here because they have a place that they can retreat. Come on with me. A place that they can retreat to. As you can see, this is the slant that I was talking about. We already went over the water and why we're capturing it. Come on around back. All tin. Up top, we didn't do any wood. We just did all tin up along the top. And then we put these wood panels. Now when you build with tin, your corners are going to have a gap. So in order to close that gap up, again, not to have weather come in or any other varmints, we went ahead and cornered everything in wood. We like the look of the 2x6 instead of a 2x4. Aesthetically, it was just pleasing to our eye. So we just went with this because we just thought it looked pretty. Come on around. Watch the water bottles, Miss Bluejeans. Right there on the ground. So as you can see, we come back around to the other original part of the coop. This fencing wire was also the back. That's gone now. We took that off, added this on. Our water system is going nicely. We are full. It's been raining. I'm going to be doing another video on the little water pump that we use to pump our water from the catch basin into the other IBCs for now. Eventually we're going to hook them all up together, but that will come in time. Around front, of course, is our gutter system that we put up. And then I wanted to do a little art project because my heart lies in crafts. So I took the spare wood that we had lying around, threw some stain on some of the pieces, grabbed some of the tin we had, and just wanted to kind of make a fun little decorative thing on the front. because I just can't resist doing things like that. So there you have it, plenty of room for more guineas. The exterior is done. The interior is not done. Things we've learned. Tin is great to work with. It goes up quickly. Water catchment from the tin roof, you don't have to worry about any kind of shingles or metals or chemicals getting into your water. You just need a first flush to get that first bit of, well, in our case, bird poop out of the water. Biggest thing we've learned, hate wood floors. Hate dirt floors. Hate dirt floors. Rats, dirt floors. It's a mess. So this has a dirt floor. We are going to change that, and I will show you part 2 of the guinea hen coop interior when we get that done. I'd really like to put down cement. We're still tossing around some ideas, but I don't think we can do wood flooring at this time because it just wouldn't work. Chicken coop, rabbit hutch. You saw the pictures of the chicken coop going up. You saw the wood floor joists, right? That's because there's a wood floor going on top. I'll explain to you what we're going to do on top of that wood floor when we get to it. The only building we can't do with any kind of flooring will be the sheep shed. That too will be dirt, but I have some time to look into things that hopefully I can make it run better than this. No bueno. I just don't enjoy this at all. So we are going to be taking care of that. But on the upside, the outside's done, and we are excited. So I hope you liked our tour. If you have any questions about what we did or how we did it, feel free to leave something in comments. I'm always looking, and I'm happy to get back to you about it. If you're not on our Facebook page, you can go to www.5dog.farm. Top of the page, you can join the Facebook page where there are plenty of wonderful homesteaders there to answer your questions, ask questions, and leave comments. Everybody's there to help. Really appreciate you watching. This is Nikki D. I'll talk to you soon.